Hiya, it's me, Mario. Welcome back to a Crystalline. Let's go. I lead the way to the door and the others follow. I'm gonna stop doing that voice. I really just wanted to do it for the for the Let's Go. Ooh, hi. Hi, Sneeze. Where did you come from? We step through the door. Standing in the center directly facing me is the Shadow Elemental. Oh shit, she's hot, so I might have a boner. Her long hair falls delicately to her back, flowing around her... What? Gossamer gown? Her dress hugs her every curve as I lift my gaze. Okay, listen, I get that I'm predictive text Blackjack, and I was just like, oh, she's hot, I might have a boner or whatever. I was jokingly saying that. I didn't expect him to actually have a boner as he's describing her. As I lift my gaze, her violet eyes meet mine. I open my mouth to speak when a gasp interrupts me.
The elemental.
Oh, you can see her too? I glance over at my friends who are frozen in wide-eyed shock. Amy's eyes are the size of saucers. Her mouth is open in slight wonder. I can almost see the questions racing through her mind. Leanna's expression is one of more quiet amazement. She carefully looks the elemental up and down. Jealous? Zach slowly shakes off his surprise and resumes his usual expression, while Kara doesn't even bother to mask her appreciation. Wait, you can see her?
I sure can. No wonder you went ahead and kissed the last one.
Kara gets it. Always with the jokes, Kara. Whatever. No, wait. Hold on. No. Time out. You're single, dude. You're single. Doesn't matter anymore. My gaze darts towards Leanna. She pretends like it doesn't faze her, but she refuses to meet my eyes. Who cares? You're single. Zach claps a hand on my back. Actually, you know what? That dialogue doesn't make sense because you're not together anymore. Even if you do still have feelings for each other, you are not together anymore.
Guess you aren't crazy after all.
Throughout the whole encounter, the Shadow Elemental's gaze remains on me. As I refocus on her, a smile lights up her face. Her dress shimmers as she takes a step closer.
Child of the other world, you have finally arrived.
Oh, we voice act you now. Okay. Wait, were the others voice acted? I don't remember. I feel like they weren't. Her voice feels familiar yet strange, like a melody. I can't quite place it. It's quiet and resounding, delicate but powerful. Holy talking elementals! You can talk! I blurt the exclamation out, but before thinking. She merely looks at me, and I feel a blush crawl up my cheeks. None of the elementals spoke. Okay, I wasn't wrong.
Yes, for the safety of Mortalis Terra, they could not.
Say what now? Mortalis Terra? How come?
In order for us to manifest fully onto Mortalis Terra, it would drain a dangerous amount of energy. Because of that, my sisters have merely projected illusions of themselves to help guide you.
So, are you an illusion too, or are you a romanceable character? She shakes her head and her hair brushes alluringly over her chest.
Shadow energy is in excess here. I came seeking your aid.
Oh. You need my help.
Ether Terra, where I am from, and Mortalis Terra work in conjunction with each other to maintain the balance of energy. When Terrans use energy, it returns to Ether Terra. And when we use energy, it flows back to Mortalis Terra.
Oh, and you've been flowing all that energy to me on on this world.
This is the reason why maintaining the balance of energy is important. It is so both of our planes of existence can live and thrive upon our shared world.
Sweet.
But we noticed an irregularity. Shadow energy was being used less on Mortalis Terra. And as a result, there was less shadow energy available in Ether Terra. But the other elemental energy usage remained unchanged.
I would beg to differ. I've been running into a lot of shadow energy. Well, I mean, I guess just because we run into it more often doesn't mean that it's used that often.
My people grew increasingly restless at the lack of shadow energy in our world. Some decided to take matters into their own hands.
Oh, never mind. I see where this is going.
Slowly, shadow energy increased in use until it was back in balance with the other elements. And yet, shadow energy continued to grow and grow. And now the imbalance has returned, with the scale tipped to shadow energy.
You should fix that.
That must be because of Void tainting other magic to shadow.
Leanna's voice is soft, barely a whisper, but it surprises me nonetheless. The dip in shadow energy they felt in Ether Terra must have been a result of the ban of Shadowmatic after the Treaty of Isaria, and the spike must have occurred after Void began tainting spheres. For the first time, the Shadow Elemental's gaze slides over to Leanna, who falls quiet, uncertain under scrutiny. Yeah, me and my new girlfriend. I upgraded. Bye, Leanna. Deuces. The Shadow Elemental smiles softly. Her gaze continues to Zack, and then Kara, but lingers on Amy.
You have a strength and ability much greater than your age.
Gross. She's like 4. Amy continues to stare in awe. She's too awestruck to speak. The Shadow Elemental smiles reassuringly. A gentle silence falls over us as I contemplate all she just said. This isn't what I was expecting.
Time is of the essence. I should not remain here much longer, but I'm sure you have questions.
I don't. I've just kind of accepted everything. My mind races with questions. There's an elemental and she's not from here and she's talking to me. That in and of itself is a lot to wrap my head around. Save in case I do have to run into... I take a deep breath and force myself to calm down and collect my thoughts. I know for story reasons everybody wants to know this, but I'm so ready to click that. Okay. How did you know I would come to collect it? Why? You know what? That's actually a good question. Who was it that brought? Was it you that brought me to Terra?
Yes.
Oh, you're an asshole. Why did you pick me?
We sensed the fortitude of magic ability on the parallel world was significantly stronger than here on Terra. So my sisters and I opened the rift to that world.
So what do you actually call that world? Do you recognize that one as like parallel Terra or what? But why?
The humans from that world, your world, have a capacity for magic that is unseen here on Terra.
But magic doesn't exist in my world. How is that possible? Earth has no magic. God damn it! I did it again. She shakes her head.
I do not have the answer to that.
That surprises me. I guess the elementals are not as all-knowing as I expected. They have their limitations too. More like someone couldn't fill in a plot point there. But why did you choose me specifically? She looks at me.
We hoped that a champion from your world would help us, and so you traveled through the rift.
Oh, so do you mean in reality I'm actually very average and you could have just picked anyone? So it was purely by chance that I was chosen. God damn it. Alright, what are you? You seem like you're getting through this pretty fast. What is an elemental? She delicately cocks her head. Word choice.
Your titles are not the same as ours. I'm not familiar with elementals.
It's what you are, though. That's the term Terrans use to refer to you.
Oh.
Smile plays at her lips and she runs her fingers through her hair thoughtfully.
Elemental. I like it.
It's much better than what they call us here.
I am the Shadow Magistrate.
Oh, it actually
As
is.
such, it is my responsibility to maintain the balance of shadow energy flow between Mortalis Terra and Ether Terra, and to balance the shadow element among the other elements.
It's quite interesting. She smiles. I can understand why the Terrans view the elemental as deities, but it sounds like that's not the case. They're more akin to societal leaders. Alright, fine, we'll go through all of them. You said you're from Ether Terra. Terra? What? Where is that?
It's on Terra, but on a different plane of existence.
Okay. I furrow my brows. I'm confused. What does that mean exactly?
Ether Terra is a mirror landscape of Mortalis Terra. That's why we share energy and are able to cross over into this plane.
Uh-huh.
However, our creatures and societies differ from those who inhabit this plane.
Okay. I see. If Terrans built these temples for you, why do the temple trials exist?
Every elemental energy type is manipulated in a different way. The trials are created by us and tailored to determine the capacity one has to handle that energy.
Okay.
The trials are implemented and watched over by the Guardians
Of the galaxy.
They ensure the integrity of both the trials and the participants.
I remember the Firefox at the Fire Temple, but where are the other Guardians? How come I didn't see all the Guardians at the end of each temple?
The Guardians do not always appear. Some do not wish to be seen, but all are present within their temple.
Cool. I remember the trial in the Water Temple. I wonder if that imitation Amy was actually the Guardian in disguise. I see. She nods. Alright, one last time. One last one. You were waiting for me. How did you know I'd come here to go to any of the temples?
We believed that you would naturally find the areas of high energy concentration, if only to find a way to return home. My sisters tried to guide you as much as they could.
I guess it was just lucky that we encountered Void and pieced together what was going on. How did you know I'd help you even after learning about Void?
We had faith in you.
That was risky. So you had no idea what would happen. Pretty risky move. Her eyes hold my own as her gaze seems to look into my soul. I like this?
And yet, here you are.
Yeah, sure. We'll get productive. Why not? Touché. That's all I need to know for now. We should get going and stop Void. Leanna stirs gently beside me, reminding me of her presence. I forgot. No. Oh, now I like the shadow elemental, and you're like, no. I'd forgotten they were still there. It makes sense that she remained quiet to let the shadow elemental explain. Kara steps forward.
Sorry to interrupt, but how come we can see you?
The shadow elemental turns to face her. Her hair floats behind her before falling back to place.
In this manifested state, I exist in your plane.
Kara digs an elbow into Zach.
And someone here didn't believe the elementals were real.
He crosses his arms. I mean, to be fair, he couldn't see them.
Yeah, well, someone also told us Void would be here. But I haven't seen them anywhere.
Yeah, seeing is believing. You're right, it's been quiet.
If they aren't here, then where would they be?
Probably at their hangout.
Besides this location, I can sense one other area with a strong congregation of shadow energy.
Their hangout? Amy nods, finding her voice again.
Perhaps that is where Void is located.
Is it nearby?
The elemental shakes her head.
No, but I can send you where you need to go.
Cool! By opening a rift? She nods. Maybe she could... Nope. It's pretty helpful that she can open a rift. I was like, nope. The elemental reaches out her hand for a moment, nothing happens, but then a small purple hole the size of a pea, I said a pear, even though there's no R there, tears open in the space in front of us. It eats the surrounding space until the opening is large enough for a person to fit through. I stare in awe as the jagged fabric of reality falls around it. The rift opening is a rich lavender with no indication of where it leads. It feels ominous and familiar. My friends look stiffly at the rift, distrust and hesitation in their eyes. Only Amelia looks intrigued and excited by it.
The balance of the elements must be restored. We're counting on your help.
How come you don't come with us?
This temple has a tremendous amount of energy. It's safe for me to manifest here for a brief time, but I cannot manifest elsewhere, lest it cause irreparable harm to Mortalis Terra.
Amelia steps up to the rift, but the elemental stops her. She faces me again.
There is something I must give you first.
She steps towards me, her dress billowing behind her. She reaches out her hands before she touches me. Leanna pulls away.
Hold on.
What? It's getting really bad now. The shadow elemental remains frozen. Her eyes are expressionless as they land on Leanna.
You've seen the kind of damage shadow magic can do. Are you sure it's safe for you to accept that?
Why do you care?
Shadow magic on its own does not do harm, as is the same with any element.
Yeah, you tell her, Amy.
But the corruption it can cause.
Tell her, Amy. Put a hand on Leanna to reassure. Oh, boo. It'll be no difference than when I absorb any other element. Everything will be fine. Her brows are still creased with worry, but she nods and steps back. Yeah, I'm gonna go back to my own world anyway. What if you care if I'm suffocated with shadow magic? The shadow elemental places her palms around my face. Her initial touch is like getting hit with a snowball, an icy impact which fades into nothingness, and then we made out. And we got productive. A smooth stream of energy pours into me, soft as skilk? Soft as silk and as cold as ice. It freezes my bones, darkening my spirits. My teeth begin to chatter and my body shakes. My vision clouds as wave after wave of energy forces itself inside of me. They cling to me and twist and crawl within me. I feel numb, yet my senses are heightened. It runs through my veins, weightless but present, like a shadow. Everything ceases at once. When she breaks contact, I jolt back, blinking my eyes until my vision returns. She seems more translucent than before. Leanna rushes over to me.
Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine. How about you worry about yourself? Got it? Okay. Yeah. I turn back to the elemental. Thank you. She nods.
I have done all I can. The rest is up to you.
Oh, don't worry. I'll make it work. Her friends also look back at the elemental.
You can count on us to help.
Excuse me, she was talking to me.
Thanks for all your help.
Yeah, you're welcome, Kara. You're okay.
Yeah, thanks.
I like how I'm just taking a giant dump on Leanna after the breakup. It's like that's how I'm coping with this.
I wish time was not so urgent. I have many questions I wish to ask of you, but I thank you for all you've done for us.
Good. The shadow elemental nods and indicates the rift.
Please proceed with haste.
I hesitate, staring into the brightness. Sorry, something by my foot that I need to move. What happens if I walk through here? Amelia confidently steps through the rift.
Amy!
Zack is right behind her heel, and Kara races after him. Only Leanna and I remain. She looks over to me. As I meet her gaze, I nod when she returns. She runs through. Stealing my nerves, I follow Leanna into the rift. The brightness surrounds me, engulfing me until it's all I can see. The muted silence is deafening. You know. Oh, it did finally happen. I was like, that music and oh shit, I've gone deaf. My blood races through me, but I can barely feel the adrenaline. I feel like I'm suspended in crackling electric air. My legs wade through the light. It's thick and heavy, and I'm as if I'm wading through water. Time seems to slow, and yet, in an instant later, I stumble out of the light and into a forest. When it turned back time, if I found a way, I catch one last glimpse of the shadow elemental. She waves goodbye before the rift closes behind us. Before I have a chance to get my bearings, Kara immediately pulls me down. I'm about to protest, but she puts a finger to her lips. She points to a row of bushes, keeping us from sight. I nod my understanding and stay quiet. Looking around, I see the tall trees. That's why I love Kara. Kara gets this. She gets me. She understands. I see the tall trees overhead from a thick canopy, blocking out the sun. The tree trunks are thick and gnarled. Many of them have heavy scarring. The grass beneath my feet feels thin and hard. When I look further out, the landscape changes to a barren patch of dry ground flocked with craters. It seems like there's some serious damage. It looks like some serious damage took place here. Footsteps around nearby. I see a patrol group pass close to us. I hold my breath as they walk by. Luckily, they don't spot us. When they're out of sight, I breathe a sigh of relief. Kara relaxes slightly, as do the rest of my teammates. Where are we?
It would appear we are on the former battleground of the Battle of Asaria.
I take another look at the harsh land. It must have been a really intense battle to have scarred the landscape this much. Leanna looks at her manipulator.
I'm scanning extremely high levels of shadow energy here.
As am I. It is without question this is where Void's main base of operation is.
She fiddles with her manipulator.
And the energy type is specific to being transmuted into tainted energy.
Can't say I'm surprised.
This doesn't add up. You would think a place where Void was last strongest would be a place that would be monitored.
According to the Mage Guild reports, they do monitor here.
Then what gives?
The shadow energy here is vast. It would appear Void has used this to their advantage, to not only mask their energy signature, but to also shroud themselves from the eyes of scouts. We, however, appear to have pierced the veil by being on the inside of it.
The shadow elemental sent us inside the defenses. That's helpful. Void shouldn't be underestimated. They're dangerous, but not stupid.
Look there!
Leanna points to the distance. Tendrils of shadow crawls towards the sky. I actually just thought about something. I could have created a void. Not a void. I could have created a rift at any time. I really could have. I mean, I get in this storyline I haven't tried it yet, but it's clear that I have enough energy to really do this thing. So, and the whole story has been, I'm creating this rift to go back home. If Leanna really thinks that I'm going home at some point, why haven't I done that yet? Like, the rift is not a thing we've done in a while. Just saying. Tendrils of shadow crawl towards the sky. They flicker and dance above the skyline. Maybe it's just because my line of thinking is a little different. Also because I know what the other ending is too. Amelia checks her manipulators again.
That location has the highest concentration of energy.
Then that's where we need to go to stop them.
The group readies themselves as Zack surveys the surroundings.
There's a lot of ground between us and them. Not to mention all the patrols, guards, and lookouts they'll have.
He is right. One does not simply walk into the heart of Void's operation.
One does not simply expect the Spanish Inquisition. What if I use shadow magic? Chorus can sneak us in. Alright, I'm only worried about that first choice because I have no experience with it. Isn't Kara good at the whole sneaking business?
I am, but there's too much open ground. Plus, we're traveling in a group.
Alright, shadow magic it is then. Alright. That was a stupid suggestion. Maybe I can use my newfound energy. I think I have a way. They look at me. I have shadow magic now. What if we turn it around on them and I'll shroud us in a shadow cloak? They seem skeptical.
You've never cast shadow magic before.
That was exactly my concern the first time. I can try. I close my eyes and focus on the icy emptiness I felt when the shadow energy poured into me. I remember its soft, biting touch. I raise my hand over and a dark bubble of shadow engulfs us. It's reminiscent of the bubble Amelia encased us in at the water temple. Zack and Kara inspect the bubble, poking cautiously at the sides. Leanna seems impressed.
You did!
Yeah, you don't get to have a... You know. Nope. Never. Nope.
Most impressive, although not surprising considering his previous mastery of the elements.
Atta girl, Amy.
Let us make haste.
Yes. I focus my attention on the shadow shroud as we shuffle out of cover. My heart pounds in my chest. Will this actually keep us hidden? We pause as we hear more footsteps. Another set of patrols come our way. I hold my breath as they near, then sigh out when they walk past us. The shroud successfully keeps us hidden. Quickly we quiet. We continue towards the center of the encampment. We make good progress, stopping only when we get too close to the patrols. I keep the shadow shroud around us, feeling the energy flowing out of me. Even though I've been casting for this long, I don't feel tired. All of that training has finally paid off. Eventually we reach the inner circle. There's a circle of robed figures. Their dark hoods cover their faces, but the deep purple robes of void mages are unmistakable. The purple shadows fly around them, whispering and mixing with their chants. The tendrils whip wildly in the air as it continues to grow. They thicken the sky, shielding the light within a dark cloud. It's a lot more magic than we originally saw. We're about to form a plan when one of the guards looks in our direction. His gaze pierces through my shroud, and he seems to look right at us. What's going on? I haven't stopped my magic. The rest of the squadron is staring at us too. I take another look at their uniforms. They wear armor and carry a sword, but also have manipulators that reminds me of Leanna's garb. Are those Void Mage Knights?
I have a bad feeling about this.
Just keep moving. Their sight is based on fear. They can feel your fear. As one, they draw their swords. The metal ringing echoes in the air. The manipulators start to glow.
They found us! Dodge!
A flurry of shadow bolts fire in our direction. We leap out of the way. My concentration is broken and the shroud collapses. The Void Knights dash towards us as purple energy gathers in their hands.
We need to reach the mages and stop whatever they're doing.
It's alright, I'll just send a Kamehameha wave. We'll all be good. I don't think Void Knights are going to let us through that easily.
And we'll fight right through them!
We ready ourselves for action. Alright, here we go. Click the magic icon. Bang! 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 Did I win? Oh, I haven't won yet? Win? Yeah, win! Alright, we did it. Cool, let's keep going. My breath comes in My breath comes in ragged gasps as I face the next Void Knight, but I don't hesitate. As he swings, I whip past him and his sword pierces empty air. I strike from behind, knocking the sword out of his hand, then using the blunt end of my blade and augmented by a rush of wind, I knock him out. He crumples to the ground. The rest of my team stand with me as we scan the area for more enemies. The ground is littered with fallen Void Knights, but the circle of mages still stands. Their chanting grows in volume as the shadows continue to multiply. They ignore our presence, entranced in their own world.
Perform the final channel.
Yes, I am Bean, but a little high-pitched.
No!
Leanna and Amy throw magic as the mages pour all their energy into the dark shadow. Zack and Kara start to race over towards the circle, but a wave of darkness washes over us, flinging us back. We're too late. to apologize. The dancing shadow warps and surges. Flickering claws reach out as it bursts through the ground and engulfs the circle. The darkness swells and reaches taller than the meager trees, blinding me with its blanket of shadow. In a faint cackle of the mages as a surge of purple energy explodes. Shielding my eyes from the blast, I put my hand forth and summon a barrier of opaque shadow to protect us from the shockwaves. As the magic slowly ebbs, I blink my eyes back into focus. The entire place is littered with fallen void. Only my friends and I were protected from the blast. However, the shadow twists away to reveal empty eyes. They curl into long claws and sharp teeth, and I gape at the monstrosity illuminating the sky.
What is that?
It's the Red Eyes Black Dragon!
I have never seen such a creature before.
Specifically, the Red Eyes Metal Black Dragon! Leanna takes in the scene of fallen victims, her mouth twisting into a frown.
And it left a full trail of destruction as it emerged, without discriminating between void or anything else.
Hey, maybe we go defeat that. A piercing howl deafens us as the creature screams. It swipes a long claw at us, but I am a wrecked as fuck. I'm sorry, I wrecked another barrier. Although I managed to block the attack, we were still pushed back by the sheer force of power. Crack! The sheer force of power is then led by crack! Zack's discharger goes off, shocking us back to life. The energy is absorbed by the creature, and Zack's eyes widen as it fixes its lifeless stare into him. It swipes another claw at us, but this time I can't block it in time, and we're sent flying across the camp. My cheek scrapes along the ground as I fall hard. My team struggles to find their feet beside me. Amy conjures a flaming spear between her hands and launches it at the creature. The ball of fire disperses harmlessly across the shadow beast. Undeterred, Amy tries to freeze it in place, but it blocks her magic, leaving it unscathed. It roars and swipes another claw at Amy, but Kara pushes her out of the way, and she takes the brunt of the attack. Oh, Kara, this is why you're best girl. She's knocked back against a tree and slides limply into the ground. Oh no, please, can we get her help? Amy rushes over to her. In the meantime, Leanna races around the creature, whatever, trying to draw its attention. Her sword glows a pale blue as she hacks at the shadow creature's base. It roars again, and coils of shadow wrap around Leanna's legs. She manages to wriggle free, but the tendrils are relentless. They want to recreate an earlier scene, and soon she's trapped. All of our attacks are futile against the creature. Leanna and Zack motion for a retreat, but the creature shoots out shadows to block our escape. Slowly the shadows surround us and close in. We're forced to remain and fight. We share a glance and nod. Come on, you're the Avatar. Let's do this shit. We have to work together to take this thing down. Leanna and Kara both run in. Amy sends bolts of ice towards a monster, freezing knee tendrils, which try to escape just in time for Leanna to slice them down. The creature howls in pain. He tries to swipe at Leanna, but Amy burns his claws with a ball of fire and it recoils from the heat. Zack aims his chargers and shoots at the tendrils, which try to reach Kara, while Kara furiously cuts ribbons of shadows of the beast off the beast. Again, the beast lets out another shriek as the tendrils coil back. I bring up an earthen barrier to shield Amy, and as a sneaky shadow tendril tries to strike her, then I cut it down with my sword. I blast the creature with a burning fireball and send a burst of wind behind it. The resulting explosion is twice as big as it hits the creature straight in the chest. I'm pretty sure I haven't read like 10% of this right. It stumbles back as we continue to advance. It looks like we're doing some damage. Another surge of adrenaline kicks in as I let loose another fireball. The beast lets out another scream, and one so shrill I feel it in my bones. It swells in size. Gross. Growing and surging until it blocks out the sky completely. Raising its claw, it pummels us with a series of fast attacks. I bring up a shield, but the claw rips right through it. We're sent sprawling, along with Dean Ambrose and Seth Rollins and Roman Reigns, across the ground again. My face burns as I scrape the dirty ground. Feeling bruised, we push ourselves back to our feet. We can't give up now. Let's do it. I can't give up now, even if I am drunk. The creature watches the struggle and splits into a chaotic grin. As I stumble back onto my feet, I look at the rest of my team, still on the ground. They groan as they push themselves to their feet. My legs shake as I steady myself. We can't go on like this. I can already feel the exhaustion settling in. I won't be able to keep up forever. Either I run out of energy or my body gives up on me. A thought nibbles at the back of my mind. What if I use up all my remaining energy and channel into one powerful blast? Yes! I know that if I do that, there's no coming back from it. My body is already close to hitting the point of exhaustion. Amelia has warned me multiple times about what will happen if I channel too much energy at once. I can take a breath here and just save. Bang. Okay. But that may be our only chance of stopping this creature. No. Come on, I need all your energy to create the spirit bomb. Let's do it. All those temples we visited, all that energy I acclimated, I feel it humming deep within me. A gentle reminder that it's still there, as if it knows its time has come. It was all for this moment. The energy within me itches to be released, but I pause. That explosion of energy is dangerous for my friends too. I don't want them to get caught in the blast. No, it doesn't matter. It's some of the spirit bomb. I need to get them to a secure location. I can't channel all my energy to shield my friends and fight off the creature simultaneously. But how do I get them to go? I look down at the Pongo. What is he doing here? He looks up at me and his eyes harden. His body buzzes like the energy within me. I think he can sense what I need to do. I can feel the energy surrounding him too. My energy, which he's slowly been storing it all of his time. It sings to each other, wanting to be whole again. He understands I'm making a spirit bomb. I think the Pongo wants to let it free. But what will happen to you? The Pongo gives me a knowing look. His eyes harden with determination. What will happen to him is the same thing that will happen to me if I unleash all my energy at once. And you would still do it? A mix of emotions roil within me. I don't want to lose him. You're gonna lose yourself, so who cares? But I understand the decision that he's made. It's the same decision I'm making. Yeah, exactly. You're gonna lose yourself too. Stay back. I push my teammates behind me as I step between them and the creature. I have to use all my energy to protect my friends, to protect Terra, no matter the cost. That'll show Leanna how serious I was. If I have to risk my life to protect those I love, then that is one risk I'm willing to take. The Pongo hops forward with me.
What are you doing?
What the fuck do you think I'm doing? You thought I wasn't serious. Oh, but now you're gonna be like, oh, I care about you now. Too late. I'm destroying myself so you can live. What we have to do. The Pongo's voice feels small, but the determination in his eyes is strong. The Pongo closes his eyes and a bright light encapsulates him like a shining halo. The light hardens around us, forming a magical barrier. The dome cages me and the Pongo in with the shadow of the beast, leaving my friends safely on the outside. I see my teammates shouting. They sound faint and far away. I can't make out their words, but I can still hear the pain in their voices. Soon that is drowned out by the cry from the creature. It writhes in pain, twisting away from the bright light shielding it. And I'm dead. With the barrier in place, I concentrate on the energy within me. Leanna steps towards the protective shield, her eyes glittering. She places her hands against the grid and banging against it and giving me a nice thumbnail. Her screams are muffled as if the pounding of her fists against as the pounding of her fists against the dome. Energy from the dome sparkle each time she pounds against it. I shake my head. I can't hear her. I'm doing what I want to do. She shakes her head, her hands trembling against the barrier. My heart aches as I watch her face fall. She looks helpless and lost, and it's all my fault, but this is the only way I know to protect her. Oh, no. I'm slapping your hand away in real life. No, none of this. Gross. I smile softly and place my hand against hers. The shield feels cool as the hum of energy vibrates beneath my fingers. She overlaps her hands perfectly against mine, but her warmth doesn't penetrate the cold heart barrier. I'll keep you safe, I promise. Even if you thought I was gonna go back home someday. She shakes her head again. Her eyes widen as she pounds against the shield. Again. The tears flow down her cheeks as she shouts again. Leanna! She pauses her hands cling to the dome, her eyes glittering. I'm so lucky to have met you. I know our time together was short, and you didn't really want this to last forever, but I wouldn't trade it for anything in the world. The best thing that have ever happened to me. Goodbye, cruel world! Even though she can't hear me, she sees the expression on my face and the tears spill over again, leaving trail twins of wetness down her cheeks. Fine. I don't care that we're no longer together. There's a chance I won't see you again. I need to tell you exactly how I feel. I love you, but you don't love me, so bye. Leanna, I love you. Alright, new thumbnail. There it is right there. It's right there. That's the one. We found the winner. She grasps sharply as she reads my lips. She clutches the barrier. Then she uses her wind magic to try to break through the shield. Too bad. When that doesn't work, she grabs her sword, but none of her strikes make a dent. I give her one last smile and I turn towards the beast. Brock Lesnar, I will defeat you! The shadow creature bares its teeth and lets out an otherworldly howl. He continues to reel back from the light surrounding him. Oh, my rage and pent-up frustration bubbles within me. Remembering the malicious glee on the beast's face is what forces my anger to boil over. How dare that thing try to hurt my friends? How dare it threaten Terra? I won't let it. I have determination on my side. A scream rips out of my throat as I let the anger wash over me. It rolls deep into my bones, igniting the energy within me. All of the feelings of each element roils within me. The tranquility, chaos, rejuvenation. I feel the white-hot flash as all the energy races through me, itching to be released. The light finally dissipates around the creature and it blinks a few times, trying to refocus. When it sees me, it growls and tries to swipe at me, but another shield blocks it. The Pongo made sure I would have enough time to channel all my energy. And the game ends. I won't forget what you've done for me. Feeling renewed strength, I continue to gather the energy within me. Final stand. Bang, 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 bang. Yeah, look at that goal line. Oh shit, whoa, whoa, whoa. Whoa, 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 holy shit, whoa, whoa, okay. I was not expecting that. That got weird. That got really weird. The shadow beast howls and wails on the extra barrier. With each solid hit, I begin to see fractures forming along the surface. Dude, look at me. I'm fucking epic. Look at how fucking epic I am right now. Oh, holy shit. Just as the energy is about to overwhelm me, I throw out my arms and the power rises out of me, materializing as 5-pointed swords, all deadly sharp and all poised to strike at that creature. As they emerge, they pierce what remains from of the barrier, dispatching kaleidoscopes of light at the beast. It shrinks from the light, howling with rage. My mind is strangely calm. My senses sharpen. I can smell the crackle of energy in the air. It's sweet yet spicy, like a spicy sriracha, like a sweet sriracha sauce is what I mean, like a honey sriracha. Damn, I want some honey sriracha chicken now. The hair on my neck stands on the end as the remaining energy continues to surge within me. As the beast shakes off the last of the light, it focuses on me, baring its teeth. You don't scare me! I open my arms wide and force all my remaining energy into each blade as it shoots out. Oh shit, it was really Haunter the whole time! We were actually on a Pokemon adventure. Do we have any Pokeballs left? The creature readies itself for impact. Instead, I force the blades into the ground, fracturing the earth and creating a perimeter around the beast. A beam of golden light shoots up from the swords. The shadow beast blinks as it shields its eyes from the light. When nothing more happens, it growls at me, readying another attack. Before it can, more beams of light splinter from the swords and surround the creature. The feelings uncoil within me as the energy flashes into existence. Fire, earth, wind, water, heart, Captain Planet, or apparently in this game, Void Shadows. The beast rolls around, confused by the light, which continues to grow and grow in brightness. My body feels heavy as the energy gushes out of me. The light becomes blinding as my legs give out beneath me. I'm on the ground, but the energy continues to expel out of my body. I can't control it anymore. With each wave of energy, my body heaves. Exhaustion blankets me and makes my body feel heavy. Now he's got light shooting out of his eyes, and yet the brilliant light blazes hot, blinding me and chases the shadows away. Really? I get more options here. This ends now. You shall not pass. GG. I kind of just want to go with GG. Cool guys don't look at explosions. No, fuck you. GG. My final last step. I have strength. I pour out all remaining energy into the swords. I win. The creature lets loose an anguished scream. Why can I still see you? As it begins to dissolve, the scream lingers in my mind, resonating in my ears. With the blinding whiteness, I imagine Leanna's smile, just as dazzling as the light. And then, nothing. It's over. It's finally over. My friends are safe, and that's what's important. And I've got alcohol. That's also what's important. With a smile on my face, I let the brightness wash over me as my world falls silent. Still hearing some rustling in the background. Don't like that. Oh. Oh, now we're into black, okay. Well, looks like we're dead. I blink open my eyes into a world of gray. Where am I? Feeling groggy, I rub my eyes and look around. Stiff mountain peaks climb into the horizon while stream babbles nearby. It flows into a river basin underneath the splashing waterfall. Scenery is very picturesque. Yes, it does. Yes, it is. It looks straight out of a magazine, but the colors are all wrong. Everything in the immediate area around me is black or white or some shade in between. As I gaze further into the distance, I see a grove of trees with a pocket of green. To the left are a cluster of purple mountains. The more I look around, the more I see colors localized to specific areas. I wonder why some places have colors and others don't. Soft voices catch my attention. I look over and recognize the spirits from the temple. Look exactly as I remember, but more solid, more real.
Those who summoned the Shadow Prime Vanquisher must be discovered to face the consequences. Their actions cannot be ignored.
Once your investigation begins, it will only be a matter of time before the perpetrators are found. Only those in energy surplus can open a rift onto Mortalis Terra.
The Earth Elemental's voice is sweet and melodic, like the birds of the forest. The Air Elemental's eyes widen.
Such is forbidden, though. That is something they would have known.
Her voice is strong and carries far. It's strange hearing all the elementals talk. The others nod in agreement.
Yes, and out of those who can cross over to Mortalis Terra, only 3 Shadow Houses have access to a Shadow Prime Vanquisher. The Shadow Houses have remained quiet ever since I took over the Magistrate. I wonder if they were all plotting this.
Oh no, B. I can't tell you. The Water Elemental places a comforting hand on the Shadow Elemental's arms. When she speaks, her voice bubbles and flows like the rush of a river.
You cannot blame yourself for these unfortunate courses of events. Their plan was in the making before you even ascended the Shadow Magistrate.
The Earth Elemental nods.
In truth, you handled the situation quite well, especially for being new in your role.
The Fire Elemental puts her hands on her hips. The heat of dancing flames is in her voice.
However, Sister Magistrates, our work is far from over. We must each return to our domains.
That sounds like if Sid put a voice modulator on her and turned down the pitch -2.
If rumors spread that there are no consequences for crossing into Mortalis Terra, we may have our own houses who might hope to take matters into their own hands and try to summon our own elemental prime vanquishers.
I wonder how right I am. We're gonna see in the credits, aren't we? I start pushing myself off the ground and the elementals freeze. The Shadow Elemental looks over to me and gasps.
You're here?
Yep. Remember, we're together now. At the mention of me, the other elementals turn around and slowly make their way towards me. Their faces are a mixture of concern and surprise. The air elemental flits over to me and looks me over.
Is he real? No human has ever crossed over to our side before.
I know, it's crazy, right? Where am I? Am I in heaven? Is this a dream? Am I in heaven? I look over at each of the elementals. So many hot women in one place. Oh, that's not where I thought that was going. There's no other place this could be. Have I died and gone to heaven?
No, this is the Ether Terra.
Oh, that's not as cool. Oh, maybe it could be. Tell me more. Ether Terra? How? The last thing I remember is defeating the creature and then there was this blinding light. The elementals share a glance.
A light? Was it from your cast?
I think so.
And you casted all of the elements at once?
I told you I'm the Avatar. Yeah. They blink at each other in surprise. When the fire elemental speaks, she sounds pensive.
You must have inadvertently opened a temporal fracture, which pulled you into Ether Terra.
That has to be her. I just distinctly know that voice now that I'm not convinced that's not. That has to be who that is. I somehow casted a rift, and yet I'm still alive, but all I remember is the crippling pain of depression. No, I'm sorry, of the energy consuming me. Is that even possible? They look at each other, worried.
That I cannot answer for certain. Yet you stand here in our realm. No human has ever set foot in Ether Terra before, but no human has been able to cast all of the elements either.
It's all just a dream. I look around my surroundings. The landscape feels familiar, but nothing is the same. It all feels so overwhelming. All I want to do is return to normalcy. It doesn't matter how I got here. I need to get back. Can you send me back? Nope.
Back where exactly?
To Mortalis Terra. Back to Terra. The elementals look at each other and back to me, then they nod. I like how I did. You know, it's so funny. I spent like 5 minutes debating like what to talk to Leanna about in a scene that probably has no impact on anything and probably was going to happen no matter what, and yet that choice probably specifically has an ending option there, and I was just like, back to Terra, duh, you idiots. The elemental look at each other and back to me, and then they nod. They prepare themselves to cast, but before they do, they look at me instead. Seeing all of them standing together, it hits me just how regal they look.
You do not wish to return to your world?
Nah, it's lame. I shake my head. I have someone waiting for me in Terra who I'm very eager to get back to.
As you wish. Child of the other world, thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome, or whatever. The Shadow Elemental lowers her head in respect. Each elemental nods to me in turn. I look at each of the elementals and smile. I appreciate all the help you've given me along the way.
I am glad it was enough.
It was our pleasure.
We won't forget you.
Or what you've done for us.
Okay, thanks. The elementals return to position.
Are you ready?
Yes. My vision goes stark white again. I feel the same crackle of energy. Electricity tingles my skin as I feel weightless solidness around me. Instinctively, I shield my eyes, and when I come to, I've returned to Terra. My friends are solemnly gathered together. Leanna is crumpled to her knees, hanging her head in her hands. I can hear her sobs bellow over the sniffling of the ground. Zack stands stone-faced, looking into the distance at nothing. Kara's arms are around him, her head resting onto his shoulders. Silent tears roll down her cheeks. Amy kneels beside Leanna and awkwardly pats her back. Her bright pigtails are lowered, hiding her face. I know this was the joke. I can't go back to it, though. Hi, I'm back, everybody. I'm a ghost. You know what would be funny? Just being nonchalant about this. Like, yeah, what's up? Carefully, I walk up to the group. So, what are we all crying about? As one, everyone's head whipped towards me. A pin drop could be heard in the resulting silence.
You're alive?
Yep. Leanna leaps to her feet and throws her arms around me. Hey, none of this. Nope. You don't get to have this back. Whoa. I stumble as I catch her and regain my balance. She squeezes me in a tight hug.
You're alive!
Yeah, I'm here.
I thought I lost you!
I mean, you were gonna lose me anyway, remember?
Don't you ever leave me again!
But you wanted me to. Or you said that one day it was gonna happen anyway. I already told you before I wouldn't, remember? She pulls back and gazes into my eyes. I gently wipe a tear from her cheeks. Her crystal blue eyes draw me in as I study them, etching them into my memory. Kara would never make me have to be like, oh yeah, I want to break up with you because you're going to leave me, even though I said I wouldn't ever leave you. She grabs my face and pulls me into a long kiss. Gross. As we breathlessly break away, the rest of my team surrounds us.
What happened? How did you get back here?
It's a bit of a long story, which might be best saved for another time. Amy nods.
Even without an explanation, it is still quite reassuring to have you return.
Sweet. Thanks, Amy. I'm glad to be back. I missed you guys.
We missed you too.
I missed you more.
Come on, it's only been like 5 minutes since he was gone. Don't be so dramatic.
Oh, Zack, you. Despite that, his eyes are glittering. Zack, were you crying?
No, you were crying.
I wasn't awake. We all blink at the tiny squeak. Out of my scarf pops a miniature Pongo, no bigger than my finger. He pops into my shoulder and squeaks again. Ah, get it off! You're so tiny. Pongo, is that you? He mounts happily before nuzzling my cheek. You're alive, but so small. Too small. Leanna appears at the Pongo.
Oh, he's so cute!
Amy squints to get a closer look.
He certainly bears a strong resemblance.
That works.
Well, yeah. All Pongos pretty much look the same.
That's racist. Kara lightly punches Zack's arm.
Don't be mean.
Pongo hops up and nips my nose. Yep, that's definitely him.
So relieved he made it too.
Of course. He's a tough little guy. I pat his head and he snuggles against my neck. Gradually, as the shock of my reappearance winds down, we all sit down to take a minute to just process everything. The creature who was defeated and all my teammates are alive and safe. But most importantly, I'm back in Terra. I look over at Leanna, who twists the lock of her hair, deep in thought. There's nothing standing in the way of us now. No looming threat of danger or the possibility of one of us leaving. How does she know this? We are finally free to be together. Again, how does she know this? Zach clears his throat. Yeah, how does she know this? Wait. Time out. You may know this because a rift was created and you can't do it again and you've just let all your energy out, but how does she know this? Zach clears his throat, breaking the silence and interrupting my thoughts.
So, we finally defeated Void.
Sweet. Kara gives Zach a strange look.
Yes.
Zach gestures to me.
And I'm assuming since you're still here in Terra, it means you weren't trying to find a way home anymore.
I just woke up! How do you know this? Leanna's gaze slides to me. She bites her lip in anticipation, her eyes anxious yet hopeful. I smile at her. Too bad, I'm with Kara now. That's right. Dun, 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 dun. Never mind. She smiles, her eyes shining. Zach grins and puts his hands behind his head, leaning back against a tree.
Excellent. Then I believe payment is in order.
We blink at him. Huh?
My job was to protect Amelia throughout our travels, and, as you can see, she is in one piece.
Guess we're gonna have to go 900 more episodes in order for you to get your reward since you came back in one piece.
So, you owe me 42,030 coins for my services based on how long this mission has been and how far we've traveled.
Again, we gape at Zach. The color drains from Leanna's face. Hey, listen, if you get Kara, that is your payment. That is way more than 42,000 however many coins, okay, buddy? So, you got your payment. Is as nonchalant as you want to be about you and her, you're good. You're good. You got best girl. There's your payment. But we just saved the world.
Saving the world doesn't put beer in my stomach.
He brought up alcohol. I can't disagree with him. Even Kara looks at him astonished.
What about some of the loot you took from the temples?
And also about this girl that you took as your loot.
That's a perk of the job. I was promised payment.
If the objective was to keep me safe throughout our travels, then your mission is not yet complete. In order to return me to Illumia, we will still need to travel.
Yeah, how about you finish your job, Zach? As the others try to reason with Zach, Leanna just stares.
Zach, you can't be serious right now.
Zach fixes his stony gaze on Leanna, then grins.
You're right. I'm just joking.
Ha 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 ha! Not funny. There's a pause.
What?
It's a joke, like, haha, that's funny, sort of thing.
Says the person who never jokes.
I think you need to work on your jokes and timing.
Yes.
It's not my fault if you guys don't understand good humor.
Kara gets me. Zach crosses his arm and pouts. Leanna breaks down into laughter. Her laugh is infectious, and soon all of us are doubling over with laughter. Ha 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 ha, releasing everything that's pent up inside of us. All of the hurt, fear, and relief. As I view each of my friends, I feel a warmth blossom within me. These are the people who mean the most to me, and no matter what the future throws at us, I know we can always count on each other to get through it. In them, I found my family. Oh, gross. Everything's gross. Nothing's good. Everything's gross. With them, I am home. Wait, really? That's it? Okay, maybe not. 2 months later. Okay, where are we going with this? I'm writing this episode out until we get to the end because I feel us there. Oh, hey, you're back.
And so, our heroes triumphed. But that is not the end of their tale.
Okay.
Our talented mage caster, Amelia, returned to the Mage Academy and submitted the results of her field study. It was received with much admiration, and to this day, her studies on the elementals are still being discussed.
You know, me and Ash have talked about this before, about how there's a trope in anime, or not even just an anime, in like any cartoon that like takes on like an anime approach, that they really do put people in like the most useless armor ever for battle. And Amelia's not necessarily in battle here, but like, what good is it doing that she's keeping like her arms exposed and her thighs exposed? And also she's like 2.
Needless to say, the rest of her tenure as a student was a breeze, and she graduated with full honors.
Awesome.
After graduation, she donned the same black cloaks at the academy and became a professor herself.
Damn, and 2 months, holy shit.
She became something of an expert on the temples, and students traveled far and wide to study from her. Although busy teaching the next generation of mages, Amelia never lost her innate sense of curiosity. Her latest research dives deeper into the secrets of rifts and parallel worlds.
Alrighty, he chuckles.
For all that has changed, not so very much has changed at all.
Zack is still an asshole.
As for the mercenary and his dashing beauty, well, retirement suits them well.
They're like 17 and 19. Well, actually, no, not 17. Actually, no, I have no idea how old they are. Actually, no, I assume that they were both over 18, but I mean, they could be in their 20s or 30s. Who knows?
His discharges, and Kara's finally grown some roots. Together, they combined their savings to provide other lost children what they've always wanted. A family.
Look at me. Fuck you, Zack. Look at you. Oh man, even she's in on the fun. She's like, ah ha ha, you're just miserable. Oh man. Oh, okay, that felt good. All right, it's out of my system now. Oh boy, they modest you to fuck up, didn't they, Kara?
They run an orphanage now, accepting all children who need a home. Zack teaches them all sorts of life skills, while Kara teaches them about art and history.
Oh, that could have been me and Kara.
No matter how gruff Zack may be, he's careful and gentle with the children. In fact, they know that at the end of the day, Zack is just a big softy at heart.
Bullshit.
Kara showers the children with love and affection, and encourages them to tease Zack. After all this time, it's still so easy to get him flustered.
Yes.
The two of them have finally found their happiness and their home.
That's nice. What about me now?
Next is our formidable Mage Knight.
Me? Oh, Liana.
After the last battle against the Shadow Prime Vanquisher, Liana returned to the Mage Guild to report all of her findings.
Alright, I guess we're just gonna have a whole bunch of potential thumbnails here.
The guild was impressed by her fortitude and boldness in hindering Void's uprising. Her selflessness and bravery demonstrated she possessed the heart and spirit of what it means to be a top-class Mage Knight.
And just think, her dad almost ruined all of that because he thought that all her job was is to bear babies.
She was promoted to the most prestigious rank of Mage Class S, the highest within the guild. She is the youngest Mage Knight to receive such an honor. When her family heard the news, they all attended her promotion ceremony, beaming with pride.
About damn time.
Her father stood in the front row, and afterwards boasted about how his daughter embodied the strength and intelligence of House Dawn.
And you just wanted her to get married.
No longer does Liana fret about what the future might determine for her. She knows that she can carve her own destiny.
Meanwhile, I apparently just fucked off somewhere.
And as for our hero, well, that is a tale for another day.
What? Wait, what?
We'll fly
No, no you didn't. No! What? Oh, come on. No, don't. No. No, no, you did not just do this. No. I'm gonna let the credits go through. I'm gonna give it a moment because they may just be holding out for the credits. It's okay. Oh, Amberly does Kara. That's right. Sorry, my bad. As a Pongo. Okay, I'm curious who. Fire Elemental is Sid. I nailed it. That was exactly right. Nailed it. Okay. I'm waiting for this. I'm waiting for this ending. I'm just like, I've got like hands rubbing and everything. It was a fun, very fun story though. I did actually enjoy Crystalline and finally getting through it. But now I'm very curious. I'm like, don't leave me on this. All right. Well, I'm waiting. No, no, come on, please, 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 don't seriously be the end. Please don't be the end. No, 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 no. Oh, I should have just went home. Oh, wait, hold on. Location, who knows? Okay. Everything is pitch black. I hear someone flipping through the pages of a book. I hear low whispering, the scratching of a pen. My head. Did I dream all of this stuff?
Hey?
No! It was such a good dream. I don't want to... No!
Hey!
No! You didn't. You really did this. No! Someone shakes me. No.
Come on, wake up.
No, come on. You didn't really do this. Huh? I sit up blinking. Oh, good. Oh. God damn it. I was so close. So close to getting angry. And I was like, you didn't really do this. Oh, okay. Everything is blurry at first, but then a classroom comes into focus. A student in a green cloak sits next to me.
Finally, you're awake. How can you sleep at a time like this?
Oh,
I've got to study.
I get it now. I glance at the mountain of books and groan. Only after enrolling in the Mage Academy to officially learn how to be a mage did I ever realize how little I actually know. Why did I decide to go to school again? Can I go back to morning training sessions? Out of all the paths I could have chosen, why did I decide that I wanted to go back to school?
Because you want to be a mage? That's why any of us decided to come here.
It's... Welcome to part 1 of Mage Academy. I grumble beneath my breath. I was already sort of a mage. I obviously have all the power in the world. I sigh. Things were way easier when the elementals were helping out. My mastery of casting the elements quickly diminished after that battle months ago. I think my fast learning had something to do with the elementals' magic, like they were heightening my ability somehow.
What?
He raised an eyebrow.
What are you talking about, Broseph?
Whoa, you say Broseph in this realm? Whoops, did I say that out loud? I said it was much easier when Amy was helping me out. Shinji lets out a strangled laugh.
I told you before, it's really weird when you call Professor Estelle by your first name. And a nickname at that.
Hey, listen, you're in too many worlds with me. I huff and cross my arms, leaning further into my chair. Yeah, well, you think my old travel companion would at least give me some less homework? Would give me less homework. Pongo wiggles out of my scarf and bounces onto the desk. He's a little bigger now, maybe a teenage-sized Pongo? Apparently hasn't hit puberty yet. He leaves into the book, scattering a few papers. That's right, Pongo. Studying sucks. The Pongo gives me a pointed frown and shakes his head as if disappointed. It's what I felt like for like 5 minutes before this. He indicates one of the open books. Aw, man, are you trying to tell me I need to study too? The Pongo nods. Shinji laughs.
The Pongo has spoken. Time to get back to it then.
I sigh, pulling myself together. I thought you were my friend, Pongo. He grins widely and snuggles against me. Oh, I can't stay angry at him. My friend pops open a book and we take turns quizzing each other on our upcoming test. Alright, come on. I bared through this. Where's Leanna? Before long, I say my farewells to Shinji and head out. Sky is clear and blue. I shield my eyes from the bright sun as a soft breeze tickles my skin. With my studying over, I feel prepared for Amy's test tomorrow. As I head back towards my dorm, excited voices catch my attention. It's up to check out what all the commotion is about.
Hey, there's a mage class S at the academy.
That's crazy. There's no way one would be here.
I'm serious. I saw her at the entrance.
Wait, are you talking about that super hot girl?
Yeah.
Yeah! The second student laughs.
You're blind. She's way too young to be a mage class S. If anything, she looks like a student here.
I thought the same thing, but I saw the emblem. She really is one.
Mm-hmm. The other student's eyes widen.
Really? But it doesn't make any sense. And why would she be at the academy?
I don't know.
My heart jumps. I turn and start jogging towards the entrance. My heart is pounding as I pick up the pace. A feeling of warmth blooms in my chest, encouraging me to move faster. I reach the wrought iron gate and see a woman leaning against it. There it is. Oh, because good lord was I about to fight this game. Alright, I recognize her blonde hair instantly and a warm, huge smile spreads across my face. Her hair is longer than before and her new armor makes her look majestic. Hey, Leanna. She starts at the sound of my voice. But I can already see a smile forming. She slowly turns around. She looking just as beautiful as the day I met her. I guess that's the better shot. One more time. Her blue eyes sparkle with warmth. A bright smile lights her face as she looks at me. Her heart flutters.
Hey there.
Sailor. Okay. That's okay. I can live with that one. That's way better. That's funny. It's funny. It's a callback. That's really good. Cause I was like, I'm gonna fight in a minute. I'm gonna go off on a rant, and I didn't have to. True ending achieved. There it is, everybody. Woo. Thank you for playing Crystalline. Alrighty, well, that actually did feel, it was a nice wave and ride of emotions there. Oh man, that was well done. Well done. This was actually very, very entertaining. Overall, yeah, no, I really enjoyed. Oh wait, question mark. Whoa, don't you question mark me. It's over. None of this. Apparently it loads up the loading screen again. Alright. That's Crystalline, everybody. It's finally finished. I've finished another game on this channel. Crystalline, it's complete. Man, so much fun. I kind of wish I did finish this a lot sooner, instead of kind of dragging it along off the route. But man, that ending definitely had me all over the place because I was just like, dude, you gotta be kidding me, and blah 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 blah. Poked my fun here and there or whatnot, but you know what? In the end, very satisfying ending, and honestly, kind of a fun story for a simple little visual novel. I still think Ace Academy a little better than this, but I still enjoyed Crystalline nonetheless. It was still very, very enjoyable. And I will say Crystalline probably had a much better final ending there in terms of how well that was put together than Ace Academy. But I probably would say altogether, Ace Academy, I think, from start to finish, was a little bit more enjoyable. But Crystalline's ending was definitely really good in terms of how they made you ride that roller coaster to the end. So credit to that Pixel Fade staff. And again, if you want to support them, as I am a Pixel Fader, descriptions, links, all that stuff down below. And I appreciate you guys enjoying this finale with me. I hope you had as much fun as I did. So thank you all again so much for watching. Goodbye. Night. Oh. Man, that was good. It was really good. I loved it. I kind of loved that ending and how it kind of tugged at my heartstrings a little bit there.